What's up, everybody? My name's Nathan. This is my YouTube channel, obviously. Alright, I've made a couple YouTube videos in the past. They turned out so great, so I just deleted them, whatever. It's been a few years, but I'm back, and I want to show you all my projects I got going on now. So, check it out. Alright guys, so we're going to start with the only car that I got that's currently running and good to go. It's got one issue, but we're not going to talk about that right now, alright? So, this is my Mk7 Golf R. It's 2016, and I love this thing. It's pretty quick for what it is. Can't complain. Currently, I drive this to and from work every day, and I have to drive an hour and 20 minutes to work. So, I'm putting a bunch of miles on it, and that really sucks. Let me get my keys real quick. Should have grabbed them. Hold on. Alright, I want to give it a quick start. Have pretty much, well, it's a stock catback. I did delete the resonator, so that's why it sounds like that. But I also do have a downpipe, catless, you know, not whatever. Didn't say that. Whatever. Check this out. Sorry, it is a little dirty right now. It is a manual, so it's extra fun. Give you a quick peek of the engine bay. So there's the downpipe, whatever. It does have an intercooler as well. It's a CTS intercooler. All this stuff was done too before I bought it. The one downfall, I do got a bit of a leaking water pump, but let's not talk about that. It'll get fixed. Got these braid wheels on them. I do track this car sometimes, and my brakes got super hot one time and the center caps just melted off. So yeah, we need to get some new ones of those. So yeah, that's this car, the Mk7. Pretty dope. Can't complain. I do enjoy it. Alright, that's it for this car. Dang, I love this thing. That's my baby right there. Alright, on to the next one. This is what I'm gonna call Project Daily, because its purpose is to replace that car so I don't have to put so many miles on it. Currently doesn't run. Paid like 300 bucks and some tools, whatever. So let me pop the hood real quick. I'll show you what's going on with this thing. Currently also a mess. Haven't cleaned it since I bought it. Needs some work. Okay. I got, as you see back here, I got a whole bunch of parts just chilling because, as you can see, bam! It is tore apart right now. I tore the head off because we had no compression on number 2, so tore the head off. I did a leak down. Had the exhaust valves on number 2 and 3 leaking, and the intake valves on number 1 and 4 leaking, which is kind of confusing because I did a compression test before and we had good compression on there. So, was thinking there was something stuck in the valves. So, fast forward a few more days, took the head off, took it apart. Unfortunately, this is what I found. Let me see, get this thing off. Come on. Alright. So, took the cans off. Okay, well, let me backtrack here. Backtrack. So, I took the head off. Looked at all the valves. This is a lot cleaner now, but you can still see. Hold on, focus. Hopefully you can see. There's still a lot of carbon in there. There was a whole bunch more carbon in there. So that's what was keeping all the valves open. So thankfully there was no damage, but I did find that is the cam journal closest to the timing belt gear. And that is no good, as well as all the other journals are pretty scored up. Here's the low. Let's see, focus. Come on, there we go. That one's pretty bad. They all got a little bit of scoring to them. That's bad. No bueno. Same on the cam skirt. Super bad there. All the other journals do have some scoring. I'll show you the cams. Here are the cams. Come on. Cam journals, they're not the best. This one, dang, that is pretty bad. Definitely can feel them with your nail when you go across them. And when I got this, it had the intake cam already replaced, so the high pressure pump globe was good, but again, tons of scoring on the journals. This one isn't as bad, but still, I don't know, that one really isn't that bad. Definitely still scored, but lame. Bummer. Honestly, I could have been reused. Interessante. Okay, sorry. And then I had all the valves. As you can see, they were, let's see, I started cleaning some of them just because I got bored. But here, gotta look at the intake valves because those are the real bad ones. So here's an example of some terrible carbon. That's no good. So that's what was keeping the valves open. And then on a couple of them, there was like on the exhaust valves. Let's see if I can find which ones there are. I think this one's one. As you can see, there's some, I think it's just carbon, but it's like whitish. But there's carbon in the valve seats, keeping them open. So that's what was causing our no compression on number 2. Put that back, but here I'll show you what, this is what the intake valve looked like before I started cleaning them. And then this is after. Bam, it's pretty good. I just use a Scotch-Brite, that's it. Turned out pretty good. It's a little oily, that's just oil. But turned out pretty good. I was like, damn, cool. But it's kind of pointless because that thing's no good. So, currently in the process of finding another cylinder head. I found one I think I'm going to order, but I'm not sure yet. It's from eBay. I'm not the biggest fan of buying from eBay, but whatever. We'll see how it goes. So that is my 2006 Audi A3. That is that car. So let me put this stuff up, whatever, close all this stuff up, and we'll go on to other projects. See you in a second. Bam. Alright guys, here we are now in my garage, where the good action is going on, where the fun stuff is. Alright, we're gonna start with my S13. Here it is. Boom. Currently in the process of repainting the bay. Also, am in the process of tucking the entire harness under the dash. I'll show you that. As you can see, that's all the harness that was in the engine bay. You can see I got my fuse boxes mounted in there, super clean, super happy with how that turned out. Sorry I don't have the best lighting at the moment. Wait, here, check this out. Bam! Oh snap, dope. Alright, so check that out. Got some super clean mounting of the fuse boxes. Like I said, super happy with that. The rest of that wiring, I'm gonna go under there. I got a bunch of grounds. I'm gonna get a ground distribution block for all that to make it super clean. But I'm pretty happy with how that's all turning out. There's a bunch of parts for the interior and then intercooler piping, intake. There's all that. It is pretty clean as far as S13s go. I bought this car when I was living in Arizona, so it is rust-free pretty much everywhere. I don't think there's any rust, honestly. And if there is rust, it's from having it here now, since I've got it. But the frame rails they're alright. Pretty clean. I don't really have the best pinch value, but it is pretty straight. There's no major damage. The roof is pretty bad. I did try and Bondo it, but then I realized I was being dumb and I need to get all of that off and just have it fixed right, because I don't like doing stuff the wrong way, because eventually I'll just have to do it again, and I don't want to do that. So before I decided to tear this down, I did have an SR20 in it. Here's the block. And I moved from about 4 hours away, and I drove the car. I had just done an oil change, so I knew I had enough oil. But by the time I got to my destination, I had like no oil in the car. And while I was driving, this happened, unfortunately. You can see it's spun a rod bearing. And I did notice that on this piston, the oil ring, the oil, what do you call it? The oil scraper ring. Yeah, that ring had gotten seized in the gland. So there was tons and tons of blow by. So that's where my consuming issue was coming from, which absolutely sucks. So I'm about to rebuild this block. I'm just gonna rebuild it back to stock, and then I'm gonna throw it in there. And I have this block over here that's all cleaned up. I got main studs done. I got it line honed, so it is super clean, ready for some power. But my plan is to build this car up, build this engine up while I have the stock one in, driving it around, because I am tired of seeing this thing on jack stands. So that is the plan for this guy. I do have all the front end as well. It is a Sylvia front end. Where are they? I think you might have seen them in here. Oh, there's one of the headlights, but it is a Sylvia front end. I do have an OEM hood. I have an OEM fenders, and then I got this Doki Dory Aero front bumper, which I'm super stoked about. Got that on a super good deal. It is a little saggy right there, so you can see it's a little saggy right there. Let me turn this flash off, sorry. It is a little saggy right there, so I gotta fix that, but pretty clean. My interior is black leather. Well, it was black leather anyway. So you can see that door panel. I was trying to redo it, so I tore all the leather off. So I'll get that fixed. It kind of looks like crap, but whatever, it's a work in progress. But I got this dash because my old dash had a bunch of cracks in it. I tried to fix it. Didn't turn out great, so I scrapped that. Got a new one. It's up there. Does have some cracks in it as well, so I'm gonna fix those. And then I don't know whether I'm gonna flock it, or I kind of want to do something with leather, get like super clean stitched on all like the seams and stuff. So I'm thinking about that. Not sure if I really want to go that ham, but I do have, sorry, I'm just bouncing back and forth. I'm just seeing this stuff as it comes, you know? This is the cylinder head that was on that. And it is ported and polished. I show you right now, but you'll see it eventually. It is ported and polished. Hopefully it's still good because it was starved of oil. I haven't really looked at it that good, but we'll see. If not, I have a couple other ones, you know, whatever. So that is it for my S13 240 Sylvia Rep. Bam. I love this car. This is one of my dream cars. Like I said, I got it in Arizona when I was going to school. And I love this thing. Let's get some good shots of that thing. Just chilling on the jack stands, you know? There we go. That's my S13. Super stoked on getting it done. I really don't like bodywork, so it is currently moving pretty slow. I just gotta find the motivation to get that done. Alright guys, last but not least, my biggest project by far is this 65 Mustang. I got this thing when I was like, I think a sophomore in high school, and I worked on it all through high school. And then I went to trade school, and I haven't really worked on it since, and that's been like, geez, like 4 years. But this is a very big project I've taken on. I would show you, but I don't really have the space to pull it out, as you can see. But I have done lots of work on this. I did replace the entire A pillar on that side, so the pillar behind this panel, and then this whole panel as well. And then if you looked on the other side, you'd be able to see I replaced the entire rocker panel there. So that was a pretty big job. I had to support the whole chassis with some steel bars, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out for not knowing what I was doing and just taking this on. It turned out great, and I'm stoked on it. Also, I put new floors in it on both sides. That is this original tunnel, but from, let me turn the flash on. From there, then, excuse me, oh, here, let me show you on this other side, sorry. Excuse that intercooler. From there, all the way on that side of the tunnel, up to about there, and all the way down is new. Before there was lots holes. Maybe I'll include some pictures from when I got it. So that's pretty much all I've done with it so far. When I did get this, it was fully painted. I did get it sandblasted, so it is all bare, practically, besides some primer. A few things I need to do is this side has some damage I need to take care of. This door, I tried to patch it. I didn't do a very good job, so I'm gonna have to redo that. No big deal. Whatever. I learned from that, so we'll just move on, you know? So you can see up here, I got new headlight buckets. I got a new fender on the right side. The engine bay is pretty clean. I decided I am going to keep the stock shock towers. I did get some parts I'll go over in a minute for that. I do got to put the dash back in. Those are my 240 fenders. Well, Sylvia fenders, whatever. I'll try and get you shot over here. So you can see, sorry there's boxes in the way, but like right there you can see that somebody, like, I don't know if they replaced this part or it had to have been that part actually on that side, but there's a really bad seam right there that needs to be fixed. And that's pretty much it for that side. So I do have a bunch of parts for this that I'll go over when I start my video series on this car. Not gonna currently go over right now because there's a lot of stuff to talk about. That is my 65 Mustang. I need to start working on it. Like I said, it's been like 4 years since I've worked on this thing. It's been just sitting, unfortunately. This is by far my biggest project. Alright guys, so that's all my project cars that I currently got going on. That was just a brief preview of all of them pretty much. I'm going to be starting a series on each one of these cars and their journey, so I'll go more in depth on each one of them in those videos. Hopefully you stay around, check those out, subscribe, like, comment, tell me what you think, and I'll see you next time. Peace.